Carolina, is a seller required to notify a potential buyer if someone has committed suicide or died in the property? I'm James Akers, a realtor in Greenville, South Carolina, and I'm going to answer that question for you. Short answer, no. In South Carolina, a seller is required to disclose material facts. To a lot of buyers, that is a material fact, but for some reason, suicides aren't required to be disclosed in this state. So we recently had a situation where a neighbor notified a buyer that the previous owner had committed suicide in the house, and the buyer was upset and wanted to know why they weren't notified. And we did some research, and no, you are not required to notify the buyer's agent or the buyer. If it's really important to you to know if someone has died or committed suicide in the house, you should ask your buyer's agent that should be representing you to ask the selling agent to ask the seller. Most sellers and most selling agents will probably assume that they're required to disclose it and tell you. And if you've asked the direct question, then legally, I believe they are obligated, but they're not obligated to tell you up front. So ask the question if it's important to you, but no. If you go look at 3 houses and someone's committed suicide in one of them, there's a very good chance you're not going to be notified, and you're not going to know until you have a neighbor come over and tell you after you've purchased the house. So if it's important to you, ask up front before you purchase the house. If you have any other questions like that, give me a call, 864-325-8413, or visit my website, welcomehomegreenville.com.